In this video, I will show you what is data products, a new concept in the new experience with Microsoft Purview Data Catalog. In a previous video, I showed you how to define a governance domain. Inside a governance domain, you will have several business concepts, and one of them it's the data product. Inside the data product, you will get a group of assets. When I mean asset, I mean technical asset. Actually, this is the result of a scan. And actually, you define the scan in the data map side. And in the data map side, you will get technical asset. And this technical asset can be grouped from different data sources inside one data product. So for instance, in one data product, you can have a set of CSV file, Power BI report, Oracle table, and so on and so on. You will be able also to assign glossary term to the data product, critical data element, OKR, things that we showed during the last video, but you will be able to inherit policies from the governance domain, and I will show you that, but you will be able also to create policies at data product level. But I think the best thing is to show you that in action. To create a data product, you need first to go here in Data Catalog. So in the Microsoft Purview portal, click on Data Catalog. So here, and you can create a data product either by going here in governance domain, pick your governance domain and click on data product. And actually by doing that, you are going here in the data product section. So here, click on new data product and give a name to your data product. So here we go. Of course, you can also add a description. So add a description like this. So again, just to show you that you can use rich text here in this box. So you have to define a type. So you have the choice between several types. So let's go with this one and click on next. And here in the business details, so you have to check in which governance domain you want to associate the data product, and you can also define use cases. So let's do like this, and you can also check this box to mark it at endorsed, and click on create. So now the next step could be either to add data assets or to set up access policy. So let's go here with add data asset. So click on done. So here you will get a new pane to help you to add your information. So what you can do, you can, why not directly go here and click on concert to have information directly from your concert collection. Actually, here the assets are coming from your data map. So let's add some assets. So here we go. I added some assets. So here the assets are added to my data product. So you can click here and view all data assets. So this is all the physical asset coming from my data map inside my data products. So if I go back here at my data product level, I can also add some here terms of use or documentation. So for instance, if I got some term of use, I can go here, click add, and I can add a link. The link, it could be added at asset level, but it could be at data product level if I select nothing right here. So let's add a friendly name and a link here to this documentation. And I can do the same here for documentation. And here, when the fields are completely filled, you can click on Create Button. So as you can see here, now I've got my term of use on my documentation. It means that when a user would like to have access or request access to this Dala product, when it will be published, because here my Dala product is a draft mode, and I will be able to publish it when it will be ready to be published. Uh, the, um, the business user will be able to review the terms of use or documentation associated to this Dala product. And that could be useful, especially if you already have documentation in your organization, for instance, in OneDrive or SharePoint Online. So what you can do too, you can also add glossary term here that it could be useful if you want to search your Dala product. So here we are in the concern Dala product, so maybe we can add some terms linked to this Dala product coming from my governance domain. These terms actually were created at governance domain level. This is what we did in the previous video, in the video about the governance domain. So just click add, and here, boom, we've got our glossary term. And actually, it will be the same with the critical data element, but today I don't have critical data element defined yet at governance level. But what we did previously, we also created OKR, objective and key result. So if I click on add, I will be able to review the OKR what we created last time. So here, I would like to go here. It's why, I don't know if you remember, I told you that it could be useful to have a kind of naming convention for your OKR. So here, as I am in the concern data product, I just pick this one and click on add. And of course, you will be able also to add more information. So the thing that it could be also useful is to manage policies. Here, when you click this one, you will be able to define policies. So for this data product, you will be to add a term of use, a description. So for instance, you can add a purpose. Just add some purpose like this. You can also, for information purpose, especially for the data owner, the time limitation on this data product, for instance. And you can also add some approvals. So here, the access request approval could be the owner, or it could be someone else. So here, let's imagine the access request approval will be me. And if you check this box, it means that, sorry, if you check this box, it means that the manager defined in Microsoft Entra ID will also receive the request for this data product. In another word, let's imagine a user named Dorothy Parker would like to have access to this data product, and if this box is checked, on top of Frank Mercier, Dorothy Parker manager will also receive the request. So if I switch here in Microsoft Entra ID at the user level of Dorothy Parker, have a look here. You've got the manager. It will be this manager who will receive also a notification. So here it could be a little bit confusing. I'm sorry for that because it's the same name, but when you check that, this is the manager that you define in Microsoft Entra ID. Here, it could be a manager that you define here in your data catalog. You can also define the access provider and stuff like that, and you can review the form. So have a look here in the purpose. You've got the one we just created previously. Okay. And you've got also, you can also enter a business justification and have a look here in the term of use. This one is coming from the governance domain level, and I will show you that in a few minutes. And this is the one we just created at product level. So when we are happy with that, we can just save the changes. But just to let you know, here you can see where the inherited policies is coming from. It's coming from the Mercor marketing domain. So when you are happy with that, click on Save Changes. And if I go back here at governance domain, this one, and if I go in manage policies, here you can define some policies, and it's here. This is the one I created right over there. Oops, sorry for that. And this is the one that will be inherited to all my data product inside this governance domain. So now, if you want to work on your data product and governance domain, today the access is restricted by the roles right over there. Let's imagine you want to broadly share your data product. You need to publish it. But before to publish the data product, you need to publish the governance domain. Let me show you something. If I go on discovery, go on data product, on type for concert, I'm just getting nothing. Now, if I go back here, just to show you in data products, if I go in data products, click on my data products, you can see that the publish button is gray out. It's because my governance domain is not published yet. So I have to switch back here to my governance domain. Here, click on my governance domain and click on publish. Then I can switch back to my data product. It's still on the draft status. But have a look here. Now I can publish it. Now, if I go back here on data product and click concert information, for instance, now my data product is accessible through the data product search for all the people in my organization with enough permission to have access to it. Of course, we also infuse artificial intelligence in the data product search. So for instance, if you click here, you can ask a question in natural language. Or for instance, I would like to search information about venues or concert hall. So just use your business and day-to-day languages, and boom, you will get also your data product, because behind the scene, we have the artificial intelligence capabilities to be able to find your information in your data product.